Welcome back, everybody, to the Sidney Jean-Charles Road to the Show. I thought we'd be starting this video with the Home Run Derby, but I've loaded this up now a couple times, and it doesn't put him in the Derby, even though we got that storyline at the end of last episode.
He's been selected for his first Home Run Derby.
Really? Nowhere in here does it show that he played in the Home Run Derby. Like, it did show last year when he played in the Futures game. So, I don't know. Usually the Home Run Derby is just the top 8 home run hitters, and Sidney wasn't in the top 8, but when that played out last episode, I assumed they were serious about it. But unfortunately, I don't think Sidney is going to get to do the Home Run Derby this year. There's no option to play it. It just sims me right to the Mets game. So I guess this is going to be just a regular Sidney episode then, with the Cardinals at 58 and 39. We've almost played 100 games this year, and began the second half of the season taking on the New York Mets. And for the first time, Max Scherzer. Snubbed from the Home Run Derby after all. Well, let's see if we can add some here in the games then this episode. We had 4 in Coors Field last episode. That was a lot of fun. Wasn't expecting anything nice there from Max on the first pitch. Trying to bring home a run from third base. 1 and 2. Going the other way. That's down for a hit, and Sidney will log an RBI in his first at-bat of the episode. I'm just so confused why that storyline played out, and it just didn't follow through with it. I just assumed in Road to the Show they gave you a little leeway to make the Derby, just to have some fun here in the mode. But that is not the case, unfortunately. Maybe next year. Sidney really shouldn't have been in the Derby, but they created that expectation. Top 3 here against Max Scherzer, 2-0. St. Louis. Count goes 2-2. And the payoff pitch. Drill deep to right field. We'll make our own Home Run Derby. It's gone. 3-0 St. Louis. Sidney with 2 RBI hits in this game already. Launching number 23 to deep right field. Sidney will end the day 2 for 2 against Max Scherzer. Nice start. Tyler McGill out now as the Mets go to their bullpen. Still a 3-0 Cardinals lead. And a ground ball to first. Into center. This could be tough. Sidney can't make the play. That looks fairly close, but that's going to turn into a double. I don't think that's an error. Yeah, it's a double for J.D. Davis. They are keeping him so busy in the outfield today. You ever have those games where you're just so tired of the outfield? I've had like 8 routine plays. Thought I might have a chance at a cool one here. And the glove just couldn't get there. The Mets have rallied to tie the game late. 3 apiece. We're on to the 9th inning. Sidney's still a few batters away from a chance. And he will have his chance, but we just went up by 2 in the 10th. And there is a runner at second base. Let's try to get an RBI then. Seth Lugo in the game. We're looking for a little insurance. Wow, come on. You got to connect on that. 152 with runners in scoring position. That was a home run ball. Almost a perfect swing. And now late. Off the plate. Let's even this count. Chased one away. Those high fastballs get me. So a 2 for 5 day ain't bad, though. Let's try to close this one out. This game has taken forever. A routine fly for Sidney in center. I want to know how many catches he made in this game. Wait, they tied the game at 5. We're not even close to done then. It's the 13th inning. And Sidney has the go-ahead run at second base. Let's just go with solid contact here. I like my X swings. I don't want to have to use power swing. What do we got here? Fastball, circle change, slider, curve. Strike one. With a circle change out in front. Way too many very earlys. And it hit him. 1-2. So Sidney kind of getting lucky there, not having to try to make something happen from behind in the count. That brings up Tyler O'Neill. And he's jammed, but at least avoids the strikeout, and they only get 1. 2 in scoring position for Goldschmidt. They have the infield in. They pitch out. What were they expecting there? Like, really, what was that pitch out for? Trying to catch us getting too big of a lead? 3-1. They're probably just going to walk him here. Why wouldn't you? Just load the bases. Get the double play back. This is going to be in the dirt, probably. It's low, and they do walk Goldie to get to Harrison Bader. Wow, playing in this stadium, you hear planes the entire time. Bases loaded. He got him. Strike 3. And now it's Christian Arroyo. He's behind 0-2. And out of the jam. This is the longest I have seen one of these games go. The game ends after 14 innings and the Cardinals eventually win. That was probably the longest game in Road to the Show I've played. Now we get the luxury of taking on Jake deGrom. Been playing with him in the Rockies franchise. I also have Brandon Nimmo from the Mets on that team. So deGrom with 2 down. I'm not even sure what that was. Up and away, and 2-1. He's tried to hit that upper left corner. He's missed twice. Now 3-1. And we get a drive to center. Looking up as this one almost leaves. He made the catch right at the wall. Barely missed, homering off both Scherzer and deGrom. Uh-oh, this is not where Sidney wants to be. There are 2 runners in scoring position. He's hitting under 150 with runners in scoring position. There's ball 1. 4.5 WAR, though. Imagine if he was just like a 220 hitter with runners on base. 2-0. Do we get something nice? We did. And I wasn't quite ready for it. I haven't homered off a triple-digit fastball yet. That was my chance. About mid-throw, though, I was like, there's an open base. I might not get anything here. And turns out I did. 3-1. And a walk. Come on, Tyler. 1-2. deGrom gives up a fly. Left field. Hit well. Don't tell me. 2 of these are just a foot from at least being like out of reach. deGrom getting lucky on these deep fly balls. Let's bring the fence in a foot or 2. You know, I've always really liked graphics. Like, I just like looking at nice graphics. How about the detail here on the tarp? Like, I was looking at that from center field. I'm like, there's wrinkles and, like, shine off of the plastic or whatever it is, that coating. Like, I don't know. The tarp looked really nice from here in center field. There's a fly into center. Can we get there in time? Don't have to. What is, like, the best looking game out right now? There are some really good ones. To me, the best game graphically that I've played is one I'm playing right now, and that's Ghost of Tsushima. Here are some of the screenshots I've taken from that game in photo mode. It's incredible. And that game looked next gen before PS5 was out. In the air to left field. Catch made. Maybe I can learn to pull the ball one of these times. We're into the 9th inning now, and St. Louis is down by 2. We face Taylor Rogers. Yeah, he's in my franchise. I'd rather face him than his brother, though, just because of his delivery. Slider, sinker, curveball, so really doesn't want the ball up at all. Left it up there, but missed out of the zone. Fouled off, and now a strike away for Rogers. Hasn't thrown a slider yet. Fouled off. Got him. Slider on the outside. That felt maybe a tad early. But Rogers comes in, and he will complete the save as the Mets pick up the win. deGrom gave up 2 flies that were so close to leaving. And he ends up going 8 innings, allowing 1. Like, the stat sheet looks so nice, but it was so close to being a totally different narrative. Joey Lucchesi. All right, we're facing a lefty here who has been hit hard this season. A 1.7 whip, 6.5 ERA. Let's have some nice right-handed at-bats this time. As the rain falls, do not delay this game. I want to face Lucchesi for 2-3 at-bats if possible. I haven't seen a delay, though, in Road to the Show. Maybe it's only in franchise. 1-0. Way late. Curveball always gets me there. I rarely see a curveball I don't want to swing at. 1-2. In the air to left center field. And down for a hit. We'll hold up at first. I know I've had some really bad swings, but I feel pretty good swinging the bat here right now in the show. I know it's not just this game, because even in my Rockies franchise, I'm having a lot of the same things happen. Dude, you got to stop worrying about him taking off right now. It's raining. We're not going to do that. Goldie to left. How far does this one go? How about over the fence? A 2-run home run. Top 3, it's 3-0. And the curveball's hit deep to right field, sending Nimmo back. And again, a warning track fly ball. Some loud outs by Sydney in this episode. It's 6-1, and they're not pulling him today. Just telling him to eat some innings, it appears. 6-1 with 2 away. That's way out there. 23 home runs on the season for Sid, leading the Cardinals. And a hot ground ball to third base. Hey, the contact quality, though, on balls in play, right where I want to be. This is going to be a fun episode. Moving on to the 8th inning. And out in front of the slider. Adrian Mesa is the new pitcher. Had our chances against Lucchesi, 1 for 3 with a single, but 3 hard-hit balls. 1-1. Inside. On the ground, and that's going to find its way into center field as Sydney is in with his second single. Not bad, Sydney. Goldschmidt now up. And that is over the glove of third base. And we'll move up to second. I like how they don't just fill every seat in the stands here. Is attendance relatively, like, reasonable here or realistic to, like, how a team is doing? Can't imagine they actually would have, like, the A's playing in, like, a mostly empty stadium here. Strikeout to end the inning, but Pretty good start to the episode here in this Mets series. This has been a lot of fun. We'll go bottom 9 now, trying to wrap up a second win. Hopefully a 3-game series. We've played so many 4s and 2s lately. I want to get back to the goal of just going best 2 out of 3. And there is a win. Cardinals behind some good hitting by Sidney and Paul Goldschmidt get it done. 2 homers for Goldie, 1 for Arenado and Edman. Let's address these strikeouts. Pick your pitches, and when you see one you like, just look to square up and make contact. Yeah, I found out last episode that Sidney's been striking out a little too much. So currently 99 strikeouts. We're close to 100, second most on the team. A lot of those in recent episodes, as my swing has just not been as good. A 25% K rate. I mean, some of the best players in the league strike out 25% of the time. Sidney's still a 4.5 WAR player. I'd rather not be close to the top in that category, though. I'm not sure I can actually see who leads the league in strikeouts. I can from a pitcher's perspective, but that might be it. If you check out this menu, though, in the team stats, it shows you the strikeout leaders for every team. And I don't like what I'm seeing here because it looks like Sidney's close to number 1 in the league now. Mike Trout has 99. All right, we're in good company then. Who cares? I have some packs to open up here. What's dynamic perk? Bunt cheese. Massive drag bunt boost. Hero time. That's significant exit velocity in the 7th or later. And then heart attack, significant contact boost while losing. I kind of want hero time for the clutch factor. What's this perk now? Is this a choice? Velocity, speed 2, and jump start. We have that one. We can also get a batting perk here, but I'm pretty sure I already have these. We've been using the top secret, and I kind of want to swap that out now for hero time. I wonder if we'll be able to notice the difference. Why isn't there an actual, like, drill here for the drag bunting? They could do so much more with this, and a lot of those old games had fun mini games you could do. But let's get back to taking on a division opponent, and it looks like the standings have been tightening with the Brewers now just like a game back of us. We had a 4 or 5 game lead not long ago, and we've been playing well, but here comes Milwaukee for a quick series in St. Louis. Freddie Peralta is the pitcher. Against him, let's see, Sidney against Peralta does have 3 home runs in 5 at-bats. I think that was the first time Sidney had a multi-home run game was against Peralta. Deep to left, driven a ton, and down for a hit. Sidney continues to crush Peralta. Nice to have an episode where it's not like 7 games of doing nothing to start. Strike 3, though, for O'Neal. This is who we want up anyway. But Goldie's behind 0-2. And got him. We could really use a couple of moves, I think, on this roster. A lot of guys hitting around 200 or under. So nothing happens after the Sidney double. Let's go for the home run. Why not? We've done it 3 times off of him. Bottom 4. Deep to right. This one stays in the yard. Yeah, I'm starting to see the ball. We're speed running this game right now. We're bottom 5. Bases loaded. 2 down. Sidney does not have a major league grand slam. I think he had 1 or 2 in the minors. Deep to right. Hooking foul. And that wouldn't have been deep enough anyway. Could be Peralta's last batter. Inside. Ooh, I sat back a little too far on that changeup there. Now 1-2. In the air, right center field. Over into the gap. The catch is made. If the bases were empty, I bet Sidney finds a way for that one to drop in. Devin Williams is in. It's 1-0 Milwaukee. I'm calling a double or better here. We'll take the fastball under the zone. He likes the circle change right now. I've got to keep that in mind. And there's a look at it for ball 2. On the ground. Played at second. And Sidney can't come through. He gets that exit velo boost here late, but it didn't help him in that situation. 1-0. That's about what you expect taking on Milwaukee. Their pitching is so good. Cardinals can't score, and now it looks like we're tied atop the Central. As we start game 2 against Milwaukee, we're already trailing by a pair. Alec Bettinger is the pitcher with a runner on first base. And that one is low. Yeah, I'm just tracking the ball so much better to the zone today. Don't like that one. So the Cubs and Reds are quickly falling out of this race. Could be us and Milwaukee the rest of the way. 2-0. That wasn't too early, though. We're going from, like, very early to just early. And now a little late on the slider. A slow one there, but timed it up nicely. See, he's thrown a few really good off-speed pitches in a row. I'm waiting for something to hit right here. Ooh. Every at-bat, you're supposed to get one really good pitch, right? Is this it? Haha, I love baseball so much. This game is tied. That was so awesome. Number 24 as Sidney continues to enjoy hitting against the Milwaukee Brewers. .440 on that one. Yeah, I gotta change up the animations though. We've seen that one play out a handful of times. Bottom of the second now, runner in scoring position. We know what this is gonna be. 346 against Milwaukee. And you compare that to some other teams and it's just a head scratcher. Sidney's just better against tougher competition. Don't like any of these. Had a nice one there to hit, but fouled off. Just got to turn around the hitting with runners at second and third. 3-2, and he's going to get to move up to third base easily. And Sidney has to take the walk this time. Can Arenado break the tie? 0-1. Arenado sends one deep to left field. And this one's gone into the bullpen. Some clutch home run hitting by the Cardinals. I almost call them the Arizona Cardinals. And we go up 5-2. Oh, look. Right down the middle. A lot like the one Sidney sent out. Only that was a fastball we hit a home run on. So the offense is waking up and we're into the bullpen. I believe this is only a 2-game set against Milwaukee. I could be wrong. You don't often just face your rivals for 2 games, but I think that's the case. How about these like really weird series? I'm not sure if everybody's been doing this, but like the Twins handful of weeks ago played the Tigers 5 games in a row, and they're doing the same this week against Cleveland. I guess that's probably part of like the double headers. Easier to make up games against division opponents or to do double headers against them. You play them so many times. 7-2 Cardinals, 3-2. Hasn't given me anything nice yet. In the air to center. What a routine play. On to the 6th inning, and a runner is at first base. Sidney does fine in these situations. Base hit right field. Arenado to third. And if they needed it, they could have gotten a triple play on that. Still the Cardinals up comfortably. We'll have one more trip here in the 8th inning. It's 9-3. Hauser has gotten them through the late innings here. 70 pitches out of the pen. Deep to right one more time. On the hanging curveball, Sidney solo, make it a 2-run home run. I've had a couple chances lately on those top shelf curveballs, and I'm just seeing the ball today. It's a beach ball right now. 11 runs on the board for St. Louis. Nicely done. Look at that. He's looking up at it. I'm going to catch that. Not going to happen. Cardinals win and win big. Sidney continues to rack up hits against the Brewers. 3 for 4 with a pair of home runs this time and a beautiful box score. That one should go on Mom's fridge. But it does appear this is going to be quite the battle the rest of the way. The Brewers have scored a lot more runs than us, but we've allowed a lot less. I would imagine 302 runs here, and we're playing about 100 games right now. We're allowing 3 a game. That would have to be number 1 in ERA, I would have to think. And if that's the case, yeah, a 2.73 ERA. So all we got to do is just, can you get us 5 runs? You feel good about that. So we're almost wrapped up with July, and we'll face the Brewers again late in September. So we faced them a lot, but now we're not going to meet up again for some time.
It's one of the most intriguing times of the year for everyone around baseball, including the fans. It is the trade deadline. We bring in MLB Network analyst Ron Darling. Great to have you back, Ron. From a player's perspective, there's got to be so much chaos around the trade deadline. What's your memory of that?
Yeah, you speak with it in such glowing terms. It's not always like that for the player, because usually by that time you have a family, you have children, they're in schools, all of those things that makes life a little more difficult. You're going to be leaving a lot of your friends that you grew up playing ball with. That's a hard thing to do, and you're going to be going to something unknown, to a team that you don't know, players that you know only peripherally. So those are the difficult things. And at the same time, once you get there, you have to be awesome. Those are the pressures that happen at the trading deadline.
I wouldn't mind seeing us make a couple moves here. I feel like there are plenty of chances to upgrade this offense, and this feels like a team that could just use like one more bat in the middle of this order. We're on the road to take on the San Diego Padres now. And that is Danny Duffy. All right, the lefty. Wait a minute, this is Dinelson Lamet. Is it possible Duffy got hurt after like the first batter he faced? I don't think that would be a bug. I have never seen that one. Yeah, Duffy, 2 outs, and now Lamet is in. So they're going to use 2 starters to start this game. This is a nice chance for us. 2-1. This is a tough spot here for Lamet. Flied into shallow left. He got underneath that one, unfortunately. Trent Grisham giving this one a ride with 2 aboard. But Sidney getting there with room to spare. Top 3, runner at first with 2 away. Out in front of it. Good changeup there and fouled it off. Lamette's a really good pitcher. I expect some tough at-bats. And that is strikeout number 100 for Sidney Jean-Charles. Hasn't done that much in this episode, but there is triple digits. Does he have 100 strikeouts before 100 hits? I'd have to check the numbers on that. That is the case. He has 91 hits on the season, and now 100 strikeouts. We have got to get more hits than K's, though. 2 down here in the 5th. And Lamette, so far, has done exactly what San Diego needs of him. 2-0. He might be running out of gas here. It's 3-0. On the ground, that's going to find its way through. With 2 down, we have 2 on. Goldschmidt rolls it over to second, and Lamette gets through the 5th. And the Padres lead this game. The score holds as we head into the 8th, and this is Emilio Pagan. Twins traded for him in real life, and it's just such an interesting outing every time he's out there. Some of the saves he's gotten this year, you never thought would happen. Like bases loaded, nobody out, a walk, a hit, and he's able to just come back and get a couple strikeouts with that cutter. Flied to right, but that's going to stay in the yard and will not tie the game. I did watch Pagan blow a save for the Twins just a few hours after recording this. Padres take this one. Final score is 2-1. We made a trade. Lonnie White, center fielder. That was the beginning of July. But not much going on here around the deadline. A B potential outfielder. Okay, that's interesting. We add some more depth. Wow, I hope we get some games against the Reds soon, now that I'm feeling a lot better about hitting. 3 hits in 15 games against them. So we're due for some multi-hit outings against them. 6 home runs against the Brewers. What's cool, too, is you can just even look at teams you haven't played, just so you know, like, all right, if I want a homer against every team, like, who do we have left to check off then? 272 average, solid episode today. 92 hits, 22 doubles, and 25 home runs. All we got to do is start to get some hits with runners in scoring position. But that is going to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I know no home run derby, but definitely one of the best played episodes for Sydney in quite some time. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with more of the Sidney Jean-Charles Road to the Show shortly. Have a great day.